Welcome. If you're an engineering leader in the automotive space, you know the industry is at a massive tipping point. Right now, between 2024 and 2026, AI is making the leap from the research lab to full-scale industrial reality. This isn't some far-off promise. This is a technical briefing on what's happening on the ground right now. Okay, so here's our game plan. We'll start with the big conflict that's driving everything, then dive into 4 major AI revolutions. After that, we'll look at the global competition, face the real-world challenges, and wrap it all up with a practical blueprint you can actually use. So let's get right into it. Section 1 is all about the fundamental tension that defines everything in automotive engineering today. This unavoidable tug-of-war between the blistering need for speed and the absolute mandate for safety. And this really lays it out perfectly. You're being pulled in 2 completely opposite directions. On one side, the market is screaming at you to slash R&D cycles in half, from 24 months down to just 12. But on the other side, you've got this rising wall of super strict compliance, like the new EU AI Act and ISO/PAS 8800. So the message is, go faster than ever, but also be safer and more documented than ever. It's a heck of a challenge.
So how do you solve that puzzle? Well, the old way of thinking, where you have to trade one for the other, is completely broken. You can't just pick speed or safety anymore. The only way to win is to fuse 2 powerful ideas together, using AI-augmented engineering to get that incredible speed, while building trustworthy AI right into the DNA of your process to nail the safety and compliance piece.
Okay, so how do we actually pull off this fusion of speed and safety? The answer is in 4 huge, interconnected tech revolutions that are totally rewriting the rulebook on the classic V model of development. We've broken this down into 4 distinct pillars. Think of them as the foundation of this new AI engineering world. We've got physics AI for simulation, agentic AI for software, edge AI for what's happening inside the car, and digital twins to tie it all together with data.
First up, physics AI. Now, the best way to think of this is like a base camp for your simulation team. You're using these pre-trained AI models to get almost instant answers to really complex physics questions. This doesn't replace your heavy-duty, high-fidelity solvers. No way. Instead, it lets you screen thousands of different designs in minutes, so you only spend that precious, time-consuming simulation time on the most promising candidates. And this, well, this is the impact. It's staggering. We are literally talking about taking a complex simulation that used to take hours and getting a result in under a second. This isn't just a little bit faster. This completely changes the entire design process from the ground up. Next, let's talk software. Agentic AI is a huge leap. We've moved beyond simple code assistants that just suggest the next line of code. We're talking about deploying autonomous AI agents that act like junior members of your dev team. They can analyze requirements, write code, and even run validation tests all on their own. And the payoff is immediate. Think about all that critical, but let's be honest, tedious compliance work, like threat analysis and risk assessment. Teams are using these AI agents to slash the time spent on that stuff by 50%. That means your top engineers are freed up to innovate, not just fill out forms. Our third revolution is happening right inside the vehicle itself, at the edge. The AI in the car is evolving from just responding to commands, like turn up the music, to actually understanding context. It's fusing data from cameras, microphones, and radar to build a complete picture of what's happening, to understand the meaning of a situation. And this leads to a really cool idea: synthetic sensors. This is a game changer. Instead of adding another expensive piece of hardware to the car, use clever software to combine data from the sensors you already have to create a new insight. Imagine being able to calculate driver mood or predict tire wear without adding a single new physical part. That's creating value out of thin air. Well, out of code. And our final revolution is the one that really ties this all together: the digital twin. We're creating a live virtual copy of every single vehicle on the road. It pulls in data from its entire life, from the factory floor to the real world, and closes that loop. This creates an unbelievably powerful platform for all kinds of predictive AI. And the business case is a slam dunk, especially for after-sales. You feed all that real-world data into the digital twin. You apply some generative AI, and suddenly you can automate root cause analysis for field issues. We're seeing diagnostic times cut by 30 to 50%. That directly impacts your warranty costs and keeps customers happy. Okay, so we've covered the 4 big tech shifts. Now let's pull the lens back and look at the global picture. Because what we're seeing is a genuine global battleground,
with different regions making very different strategic bets on AI.
So, here's a quick look at the market for 2025. You can see North America has the biggest slice of the pie for now, at around 36%. But, and this is the really important part, the engine of growth is Asia-Pacific. With huge home markets and super aggressive government support, it's growing faster than anywhere else and is poised to totally reshape this chart.
And this table is absolutely key for your strategic planning. You can see each region has its own superpower. North America is all about the foundational models in the cloud, think Tesla or Waymo. Europe is the world's regulators setting the standards for safety and trustworthy AI. And Asia, particularly China, is the master of applying this stuff at incredible speed and scale, especially in new energy vehicles and vehicle-to-everything communication.
Now, all this potential is fantastic, but we have to get real. Actually implementing this stuff is incredibly hard. So let's talk about the 3 biggest hurdles your teams are probably facing right now.
These are the big questions, right? The ones that keep you up at night. First, data. How do you deal with the garbage in, garbage out problem when your data is all over the place? Second, trust. How can you possibly rely on an LLM in a safety-critical system when you know they can hallucinate or just make things up? And third, your people. How do you upskill your brilliant mechanical and electrical engineers to give them the data science chops they now need?
So that brings us to the big finale. How do we tackle those challenges? Let's walk through a clear 5-step blueprint for your engineering strategy. This is the part you can take back to the office tomorrow.
Here it is, your 5-step plan. 1. Make that ISO safety standard the absolute bedrock of everything you do. 2. Go hybrid with simulation. Use AI for 1,000 quick ideas, then use your classic CAE for the final, bulletproof validation. 3. Put up guardrails for your AI. Use a technique called RAG to force your generative AI to only use your own trusted engineering data. 4. Invest in your digital twin infrastructure now. It's the fuel for everything else. And 5. Start using agentic AI for the boring, repetitive stuff to free up your best minds.
When you put this all together, it leads to a profound change in what it means to be an engineer. Their role shifts from being a feature implementer, someone who just writes the code, to being an AI trainer and guardian. Their most important job becomes curating the right data, setting the right goals, and acting as the final expert validator for what these incredibly powerful AI systems produce. So I'll leave you with this final thought. We're in an era where the speed of learning is the ultimate competitive advantage. And so the most important question you have to ask yourselves is this. Your competitor's AI is learning from every simulation they run, from every mile their fleet drives, every single second of every day. Is yours?